that's me. If you're new,
this is Squishy Makeover.
Basically, we have the Squishies. I'm doing really well at explaining today. I don't know, I'm just so articulate. Squishies are a thing, okay? They are collectible little foam things. They come in all different shapes and sizes. They're cute, they're beautiful. However, they end up wearing out rather quickly. They get ripped. As you squish them, they wear out and become real gross. And so once they get to that gross stage where most people would throw them away, I actually collect them from everyone. People send them to me. What can I say? I'm a squishy trash can. I mean, I don't want to flatter myself, but hey, you know, if you got it,
you got it.
In this series, I take those and fix them up, paint on them, and then they become my little collection of art things. They are no longer for squishing, despite what people may think. This is a squish-free zone. We display them. I just keep doing this again and again because I'm frankly kind of
obsessed.
That's a little bit of an understatement. I recently did a squishy unboxing video and you guys really wanted to see the paint tubes. This was probably the most popular request from that unboxing video. Oh, I'm sorry. They're not paint tubes yet, but they will be. Spoiler alert.
That's me.
Somebody sent me a set of 6 toothpaste squishies, and I love to see a set of 6 because there are 6 colors.
In my rainbow.
Yes, we learned about indigo in school, but
Indigo.
It's a great color, but it doesn't belong in the rainbow. Anyway, a lot of people wanted to see me turn these little toothpaste squishies into paint tubes, and a lot of people were recommending that I turn them into my paint tubes because I actually have my own paint. Here it is. You know, I could painstakingly replicate all the little details from this and put it on this. Yeah, that's an idea. The thing is, no, I'm not gonna do that. These designs were created via computer. Okay, to replicate them by hand just sounds horrible. I don't want to do that. I'm sorry. Just not that. Nah. However, I do like the idea of using my paint set as inspiration. It's not gonna stop here though. Decorating these like paint bottles is not that exciting to me. I've actually done that before. What, I'm gonna do it 6 more times and you're gonna sit here and watch me do that 6 times? Is that fun? I don't think so. I'm going to take your guys' idea and take it a little bit further. It's gonna make things a lot more complicated, a lot more interesting, and a lot more work. So this is part 1, by the way. It's just gonna be obnoxiously long of a process to do what I'm thinking I'm gonna do. I will finish 3 of them today and 3 of them next week. Yay! Get geared up for a 2-part series coming your way. We're starting part 1 now. Yes. So this is my set of 6 toothpastes. If you're wondering why they look like somebody's been snacking on them, that would be me.
I didn't have breakfast.
They've just been sanded in preparation for paint, so they're a little
disheveled.
I just love how adorable this little shape is. They're so
chubby and cute.
They're just perfect for my cutesy aesthetic. 6 paint tubes for 6 colors of the rainbow, inspired by my 6 custom paint colors. Since that's not enough to cram into this project, I want to bring in 6 original characters. This is just one random dog, but we'll get to the 6. I'm thinking it would be cute if each paint tube belongs to a different character. Then maybe this, oh, Galacticat, what happened to you? No, this is actually the real OG right here. This cat could hold this paint tube. Yay, I just need to find 4 more friends of roughly the same size. But believe it or not, I was actually having trouble finding good candidates. The fact that I was even considering you. Ugh, go away. So I went up a size. I'm thinking maybe larger squishies. This owl can hold the paint like this. I tried a few more of the jumbo squishies.
That looks painful.
But again, I couldn't find enough squishies in this specific size that also worked with the paint bottles. What if I just collect a whole bunch of small ones and they're kind of just like stuck on the paint tubes in different ways? I think I probably do have enough minis to do this. I just didn't feel as excited to do the whole set like this. Would it be kind of cool to do an array of different sizes? Yeah, I'll take it all. But actually,
none of these.
We're gonna start at the top of the rainbow with pink. This'll be the pink paint tube. And oh look, here's our first guest.
Look who's coming.
Oh, shh. Watch as she discovers the paint tube.
She likes it.
This panda is just in the perfect pose to hold this paint tube. She just has this look about her that I just love. Like, what is this look? As much as I do love this panda, she does have one shortcoming. Do you see it? It's her ears. They're a little too small for me. Those are just minuscule ears. Luckily, I've located this fellow panda head that's just been floating around my collection. This is just the perfect ear donor. Believe it or not, I think that this is going to be the highlight of her life, having her ears removed, okay? Because finally, her life will have some sort of meaning. This is good. This is a good thing for her. Next, I need to carefully trim the ears off of our main girl. And oh, look. Check out these new ears. Oh, yes. I'm going to stick those on with some fabric hot glue and then go ahead and stick the paint bottle on as well. Look at her. She's holding it. Or is she climbing on it? I don't know, but it's cute. Next, taking some slick paint, I'm going to use this to fill in all the gaps between the pieces, as well as sealing up any rips and securing those ears on as well. And oh, whoa, this got real messy real fast. Yeah, I'm just, you know,
making it better.
Once the paint is dry, I'm removing this rubber band. Oh, we're a little stuck. Oh, perfect. That's just awesome. And yep, it's coat number 2 now. There's still quite a bit of chunkiness all over the place to smooth over, so let me try to get rid of that. And boom, background is blue, and it's time for the white base coat. This is going to provide me with a nice fresh start. Once that's adequately white, I have my paint here. I could just use this directly on the squishy. No! That's not what I'm gonna do, because this is actually acrylic paint, and I would never, ever use acrylic paint on a squishy. Squishies on here, I should use fabric paint on them, but I'm using acrylic. Oh, okay, except for that one time last month. What I'm gonna do instead is actually just match the color roughly to a custom mixed fabric paint, and here we go, Pink Panda coming at ya. Because pink is my first color of the rainbow, some people get quite frustrated.
There's no pink in the rainbow.
But I do pastel rainbows, and imagine a bright red on a pastel rainbow. That is
disgusting.
Nobody can sit here and look at this and think that that's okay. Pink is obviously the only choice. There is such a thing as pastel red, but that's not the point. Once I have most of the body in pink, I'm bringing a darker shade of the same pink in, and this is going to be for all of those special little panda patches, you know, traditionally black parts of the panda. I am actually preserving her pandaness, thank goodness. I get to avoid getting verbally assaulted over eliminating another panda. People get real upset when I change a panda to a regular bear. I get it, but it's real pandas that are endangered. Squishy pandas are doing just fine. This may be obvious, but
I'll say it anyway.
Since this panda has taken ownership of the pink paint, this is why she is pink themed. Did she paint herself pink? Did she just happen to be pink? I don't know. But she matches the paint, she's pink themed, and it's all great. I just feel like that was not interesting enough. I decided to also give her a secondary theme, hearts. I've added a heart nose, and we'll be back to the heart thing, okay?
It's not done.
But isn't she lovely? Is she?
Honestly, I'm asking.
I haven't really decided. I think she's kind of Next, I went into the paint bottle, and I am going with like the standard paint bottle kind of look, if that exists for anybody else. I went very dark pink on this, and then I kind of chickened out of that. Let's lighten that up. Then I added a nice thick drip of paint gushing out of the lid. Yep.
That's good.
Her eyes were bothering me. It looks like she's got a little case of pink eye. Let's clear that up. Then, oh, my favorite, hand lettering.
It's my specialty.
I'm writing the word pink on there, profound, and so expertly
lettered.
While I've got white paint on my dotting tool, go ahead, add some juicy highlights, and then to tie the design all together, I'm using this metallic gold, and I'm going to create a little ring around the bottom of the lid and the bottom of the paint tube on the end, and you can barely see anything. I mean, look how thick I'm applying it. Nothing. Metallic paint is so transparent, but this isn't my first time. I expected this. Jumping up to the top of the bottle, I wanted to bring in that heart theme, so I added a couple little hearts into the paint drips.
That's realistic.
And then I added golden hearts onto the panda arms, back to the golden bottom. Oh, look, it's starting to get visible now. Can you see it? The gold? I'm starting to see it. But back up, I actually don't like these golden hearts. Ugh, yuck. So I went over those with dark pink, and then I went over the paint hearts with light pink. Okay, back to the golden bottom. A few more coats of that. Wait a second. I don't like these hearts either. I removed the hearts from the paint and instead added them to the bottle. Honestly, I'm still not sure that I absolutely love this either, but it's the best option I've done so far. I'm trying not to risk actual insanity by continuing to change it. Oh, and finishing up that bottom gold only took like 15 coats. Not that bad. Finally, Miss Panda is complete. Actually, that's disrespectful. Her name is Pink. What? Just Pink. Full disclosure, this is probably my least favorite design of the set. I don't know what it is. I keep doing this to the pink animals. All 3 of the rainbow squishy sets that I've created, the pink one is the worst one. She's really not terrible. I just don't love her, which is sad and ironic considering her heart theme. But we have 5 more squishies to redeem ourselves. The next squishy I chose for this was this bunny. He's currently holding a carrot, which you can probably guess. I'm about to steal that. This is actually a squishy I bought for myself, and it's been sitting around in my art room for a really long time. Mini-Me actually used to come in and squish it all the time, hence the rip all the way around the carrot. Fortunately, that only makes my job easier because I'm removing it anyway. Thank you, Minnie. Once I carefully remove that carrot, I'm going to just replace it with this tube of paint. I just need to rip out some of his guts. So there we go. We can really nestle in there. Once I'm happy with that fit, I can use my puffy paint and go into the seam, fill that up, also repairing some of the little rips around his ears. Once that's all set,
Wonderful.
here we go. On to the base coat. I'm covering this boy completely in white, and then I realized, oh, his nose is actually a tiny three-dimensional nose. I'm actually gonna move his face completely, so we cannot have that. Let me just pluck that off, just like a little pimple. Boop, it's gone. Couple more coats of white, and next color I'm going to work on is, of course, orange, because we are going in rainbow order here. It's the right thing to do. I started this with a pretty pale orange color, but then I thought, I think this bunny's secondary theme, you know, primary theme is pink, secondary theme, hearts. This little guy is going to have a carrot theme. It's only right after what we've taken from him. I know how special that was. So I switched to a bolder, more carrot orange, and then I'm adding some of the darker orange details on him. I added rosy cheeks to him, but instead of doing pink, I used orange, which is a subtle difference from my usual, but for some reason, I just really like it. I don't know. Those orange cheeks. I love them. Next, I'm adding the face, which I butchered the first time. We gotta fix that. Once I did paint that face on,
Do you see what I see?
I'm scared. Okay, this is Barrett.
Really?
Is this Barrett?
I recently made a bunny carrot, hence the name Barrett, and I really loved him. This doesn't look exactly like him, but it's so close. I think it is. I think Barrett has been reborn. I was planning on doing all new characters for this series, but hey, I didn't choose to bring back Barrett. He kind of just appeared right in front of me, and I was like, oh, hey, I didn't know you were gonna be here. I added a little carrot top to his head. Definitely looks more like a strawberry top, but you did not notice that. I also turned his nose into a carrot. Just, ooh. Finally, for the paint tube, I want each of the paint tubes to have their own little unique details, but I do want to keep the same basic design to all of them. So I've still got the colored band around the bottom. However, this time, since the tube is upside down, I'm painting drips coming from the band, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Why is the packaging dripping? Don't ask me too many questions. Important thing is, it looks kind of
Cute, right?
I painted the orange top and then added a little carrot to the top as well. We gotta carry that theme all the way through. Painting on the word orange, which does not look that good, I will admit. But I really didn't want to redo it. Once was enough for me.
Forgive me.
Adding the juicy highlights to the paint, the golden end of the tube, which is of course going to be just a quick 500 coats. Finally, the golden ring around the cap, and here we have Barrett. He is, oh,
Stinking adorable.
some definite differences between the original Barrett design and this new version, but I mean, it was a cork, okay? We don't care about that anymore. This is Barrett as he always should have been. And guys, I am so happy to say that I've done it. I've finally created an all orange character that I actually love. Legitimately. I never like the orange characters. They're always the worst. Justice for Orange is here, and I love him. Next, I'm going to work with these two squishies. What, you only see one? Oh, my bad, she's right here. I'm bringing in my first.
Tiny.
I found this absolutely
Small.
sheep squishy, and I thought it would be perfect for this series because we are gonna try to do a big range of squishy sizes, and look at that, she fits perfectly right there on the top of the paint cap. I'm just gonna seal that on and repair the little rip around the seam, and then boop, boop, boop. Time for Missy's little base coat. She is just gonna look so cute in yellow, right? Wrong. This is actually the green one. What? No. What? How? That's right, I'm going out of order. I don't like it. Basically, the yellow character in this set is actually the biggest project in the entire series. So just to balance things out a little bit, I switched the order of yellow and green just for the sake of the videos. But anyway, this little green character is a little mysterious. I kind of didn't decide on a species for her, which I kind of just realized actually. To me, she kind of looks like a pea. You know, just a pea. Is she a pea? Unlike the first two, this paint bottle is actually going to be open, and it's going to look like she is being squeezed out of the paint tube. But then that doesn't really make sense. Why is a pea being squeezed out? So maybe she's not a pea at all. Maybe she's literally made out of paint. You know that little piece of dried out paint that's blocking the top of the paint bottle? I call it a paint booger. Yeah, that's her. Some irresponsible person has left this paint tube open and she has formed into a paint booger. I added some little cheeks to her and a sweet little sad face because
It's hard being a paint booger.
oh, she's so sweet. Even though we've established she's not technically a pea, she is in fact species paint booger. I am still gonna name her Sweet Pea. And she's got a little bow on her head. So cute. Then I painted on these gray lines. I'm hoping you guys know what this is. Since the cap is off the paint, it's supposed to be those little, rivets? Rivets? Is that the right? No. Threads. Wait. The little twisty lines on the cap so it can go
Weep, weep, weep.
Anyway, the secondary theme for this green is bows. So I painted a little green bow on the bottle, which is not that cute, not gonna lie. Then wrote the word green on there, and then after staring at it, decided to change the bow to gold, which may have helped, may not have, I don't really know. Finally, the gold end of the tube, and here is little Sweet Pea, the paint booger. She is the cutest paint booger I've ever seen. I would be honored to find her dried up at the end of any of my paint tubes. Yeah, this one's a little unusual, okay? The idea kind of came out of nowhere, but I still love it. I'm not 100% satisfied with the look of the tube, but I pretty much love everything else about this. So here are the 3 squishies I've made for this series so far. Next week, I have yellow, blue, and purple to complete, so please come back next week to see how the rest of them turn out. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next Friday. Bye!